Prostate gland. It is a rounded organ that is about 4 centimeters in diameter. Like I mentioned earlier, it's about the size and look of a chestnut. It encircles the posterior portion of the urethra, and remember the vas deferens or ductus deferens comes into this area. You can see that right here, the ampulla of the ductus deferens on both sides. Here, the prostate in this image from Gray's Anatomy has been cut, so you can see where the urethra is. And here's the ejaculatory duct that's helping to expel semen through this region. It has glands inside of it that secrete fluid, and there's smooth muscles surrounding. So the smooth muscles in the prostate gland, their contractions actually help push those fluids into the urethra. And yes, it produces what's called prostatic fluid, and that's about 20 to 30% of semen. One of the particular chemicals inside of it is seminal plasmin, which actually makes it less likely that a male is going to get a UTI. It actually, studies have shown that this helps prevent urinary tract infections. Has kind of like an antibiotic effect. And it's ever so slightly acidic, the prostatic fluid. But remember, like, even though it's slightly acidic here, the alkalinity or the basic nature of what comes from the seminal vesicles has more of a contribution, because semen as a whole is alkaline. The bulbourethral gland, there's actually 2 of them, bulbourethral glands, also called Cowper's glands. You'll see some textbooks use the term Cowper's glands, named after a Dr. Cowper. So this pair is located at the base of the penis, near the crus of the penis. After you go through those other accessory glands, this is the last additive added to the semen. Diameter of less than 10 millimeters, very tiny, and they secrete a thick, alkaline, once again, basic mucus. This helps neutralize urinary acids, because urine, typically acidic, and you want to make sure that the urine left over in the urethra does not have a harmful effect on the sperm that are going to be traveling through that same passageway. So it helps neutralize urinary acids, and it helps lubricate the gland's penis, helps lubricate the surface of that during sexual intercourse, and prepare the penis to receive semen going through it. So semen, what is in it? Well, typical ejaculate is about 2 to 5 millimeters. Of course, that varies from different males having different amounts of ejaculate. But what's inside of it? It contains, of course, sperm. You can also call them spermatozoa. Hundreds of millions are typical in the average semen ejaculation. They say that there's about 100 million per milliliter. So that's why you'll hear that there's about 300 to 400 million inside the average ejaculate, because if this is the average amount released, let's say a man releases 3.5 milliliters, you can approximate and say that that's about 350 million sperm. Seminal fluid, that's the rest of the stuff that was added from those different accessory glands: seminal vesicles, prostate gland, Cowper's gland, and enzymes. Many functions with these enzymes. One of these enzymes actually converts fibrinogen into fibrin to make that seminal clot. And these enzymes also can help protect sperm on the way by keeping bacteria from affecting them negatively.